Sorry, miss, we're recording. You just fucked up the whole thing. We've got to start again now. A whole hour.
How long was it?
A whole hour.
Well, you should be doing it in the pub then, should you?
Why?
No,
You shouldn't just walk up to us and just jump in like that for a cigarette.
Yeah, but I didn't know you was recording, did I?
And now you do and you're still talking.
It is what it is, ain't it?
Alright, thank you.
Sorry.
What's your name?
Ellie.
You might as well introduce yourself, Ellie.
Hey, I'm Ellie. And I just fucked up the recording. Can we swear on it?
You just did?
Reece, do you want to get him around and record it?
Recording? No, Reece, you can't, mate. You just fucked it up even more.
Alright, come on, let's get back to
Yeah,
it.
Ellie, please. Sorry, mate. Who's this?
Reece.
Sorry, mate. Cheers. Sorry, I'll drink if you want. Welcome to Views from the Gardens, Limewell Gardens podcast. We just got beat 3-0 at home by Petro Club. Also, our reserve game, they lost 3-2 against Dagenham United reserves. It's meant to be, well, it's a day of history. Two of our teams playing at home together.
Lost together.
We do everything together, boy. Around the table, we got Brothers, we got Telstar, we got Gaffer Green, and we got Ed, aka. Alright, cool. Gyallem Sugar, aka.
Eater.
Panani Eater, aka. Thanos, aka. Ed. And also, we got man like Emmanuel, man don't talk, you know. I'm not saying nothing.
Sado. I just came in.
Ah, you just come in, yeah? Are you gonna talk now?
Sado.
Alright, cool. Yeah, man say you look like Sado. Is that true? So, wow. Yes, and you got Boss Benj around the table. So, boy, today was a bit mad still. It was a nice hot day. First game. Early in the morning, we got a call from the groundsman saying that there's loads of leaves on the pitch. So we got there early and we kind of was on there, what's it called? Raking it away for time, boy.
Yeah, we were the Limewell gardeners.
He was a bit mad today, a bit frustrating. Boy. But anyway, what was the start lineup for the first team?
Yeah, starting lineup. Benningo, left back Mark, 4, Vidic, right back
Bradley.
2 holding Shaky, Winton, right wing, Deshane, Dylan left, Tweet 10, and Marcel up top.
Cool. You know what, I'm gonna lie, see that lineup, I was a bit shocked with one person. That one person was Brothers being right back. That for me was a bit, I was like, huh? He had a wicked game in the middle last week, so why did we play him right back this week? So, talk to me.
Yeah, obviously because of that, because Terrell had a little niggle in it, so we start him, Terrell.
Okay.
That's why obviously Bradley's the only one who could probably play there like Terrell. So
Okay.
with that, obviously I know Bradley was missing up further forward, but
Yeah, just because he had a wicked game, like we had enough defenders that could play in certain positions. I was like, huh? Like, why? After the game that he had last week, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know, yeah, obviously.
I'm just.
I thought that obviously, I knew that, I asked Carell last when we was at training, I was like, what are you saying? He was like, I might be alright. And I know from when Carell's injured, the
That's
next
you.
person is going to be me, innit?
But we had a couple players that I know that could play in those positions, innit?
It's true.
Like Mark Offord could play there. We had a Manu on the bench. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mark Cofford couldn't play there because we needed a left back.
Okay, but then we had Emmanuel.
We had Emmanuel, yeah, but at the same time, Emmanuel isn't a right back.
Okay.
Bradley's the most experienced right back that we have.
Yeah. I hear
He's
you.
played there at a high level, so it was one of them ones just to bulletproof the back.
Cool. You know what's mad? What my challenge is to kind of push and trying to answer questions. Yeah. So you know, like when you look on the Arsenal field on their starting lineup and you see Xhaka, and we think, why the fuck is Xhaka playing? You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm just
You're
trying
trying to say you play like Shaka, bro?
No, I'm not.
Never, no way.
No way, I'm not
joking,
saying
I'm
that.
joking.
But I'm saying,
No. It's good to ask questions.
Yeah,
because
I wanna
because
kinda
a lot
push
of
it.
people don't see like the messages, the private messages that we get sent
Yeah,
between
yeah.
players and managers. So, but we had Mark at left back because we didn't have a left back. And Mark's an experienced player. Bradley's an experienced player that could step in at the back as well.
yeah,
And he done well there.
yeah.
Not to say he didn't. And Emmanuel done well when he came on as well. The defence wasn't a problem.
Yeah, I hear you.
It wasn't a problem. We let in 3 goals, but it wasn't the defence's fault
Yeah.
at all.
See, that what you just said there, like on paper, like 3-0 is a drumming. That's past the pad, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? But it weren't really like that, was it?
No.
But anyway, like the first 5 minutes, we had an injury straight away, right?
Yeah. Big injury.
Big injury to our captain, 4. He took a knock in training. I think it was his ankle,
Yeah.
Top of his foot.
top of his foot.
Short man.
Yeah, so he had to come off. And then
What was that, Ed?
he had to come on and then come off, and then we brought on Eman to put Mark as centre back, and then Eman was gonna go left back, but then Bradley swapped with him. Bradley's more comfortable on his left foot, so he went left back, and then Eman went right back.
Cool. So then, straight away after 5 minutes, we just changed our whole strategy. Not saying that back 4 wasn't comfortable because they were.
No, but to be fair, for the first, even after we went on, it weren't even straight after that.
Yeah, so first 10 minutes.
Because we were running at them. First 10-15 minutes, I thought it was going to be a rollover. Because the way that the wingers were ripping their fullbacks and how quick we were getting forward, it looked like it was going that way. But the longer we didn't score, the more they came into the game, innit?
Yeah.
And basically, it was like what I felt playing at the back is we missed the chance. The defence got sick and tired of going forward, so we sat further back because the ball was just getting lumped. So the more we sat back, the more it brought them into the game, innit? Because they can't outplay us on the floor. So most teams are going to do the same thing. Can't play
Especially
us on the floor.
on that pitch. That pitch is massive.
Exactly. But they put us literally. We was playing in a box like that. When the midfield got here, it was tight.
Yeah.
Like it was compact, and they were just literally. Oh yeah, it was a frustrating game,
But what you said there was what's really important here is that after waves of attack and when we not scoring, it puts mad pressure on the back 4, including our goalkeeper. And our goalkeeper got a little groin injury as well.
And remember, our keeper plays as a sweeper.
Yeah,
So from
yeah.
when we know he's not coming out to clean up, we're dropping even further back. Because we know he's not going to come out no more, which he normally does.
Yeah.
So obviously that as well, then we're not holding the ball up top. You know what I mean? It was like a ripple effect that he just kept coming in waves. And then the first goal, I can't remember.
We'll come to that. I just want to jump over to the reserve game. We got Emmanuel and Ed around the table. How was your game? What was the starting lineup? Can you remember?
Alfie in goal. Right back was. Who's right back? Behind you.
Big man. You don't know it? Can't remember it. Let's speed up the process anyway. But anyway, when it kicked off, like our game was delayed by about 3 minutes, and I was watching from afar.
We scored
I
early
saw
in the game.
Foster's goal, yeah?
Love the keeper.
Big man, that goal was mad. He was far left, like 35 yards out, I must say.
Yeah.
And he lobbed the goalkeeper, innit? Mad goal, bro.
Tried to come out, he just got there. Chip. See you later.
Man, it was a wicked goal, bro. I swear to you.
That was like 2 minutes. That was about what?
2 minutes in.
into the game.
Just about 2 minutes into
Yeah.
Yeah.
We was controlling the game for the first 10-15 minutes. Popping the ball about, everyone's passing and moving. And gradually they just.
I think it's more of what happened in your game. They got back into the game as well, and they
Yeah.
started playing their football. And it made it a lot more harder just for everyone to just come back as a team and work together.
Yeah.
So I think it was just like a lack
They was just playing they were just kicking it forward to striker, and he was just beating our guys for pace at the back, to be fair. He kept on doing it, so as the defenders are getting deeper now, the midfield's not getting back with them. So it's leaving a big gap between the defenders and the midfield. So now, if he's not winning the first one, they're winning the second one because there's a big gap between the midfield and the defence.
So half time, what was it? What was the score? 2-2 at half time.
Yeah. Man, it was mad. It was a crazy game.
Who scored your goals?
Foster and
Well, you scored, big man. What?
quite easily scored.
Rebound, that was it.
It's a rebound, but they all count, bro. Say it with your chest, man.
The trim, bro.
Yeah, man got a trip. Alright, big up Emmanuel, man. He's the guy that took all our photos. If you want him, we'll put all the details at the end, innit? But he's the guy that took our photos, man. Look out for them.
Sick,
They're
sick.
fucking sick. Anyway, so we're gonna move on to the first game. Yeah. So, what was it? What was the first goal like? Can you remember? Got Ben Lacey around the table, by the way. He's joined in later on in the game, you know.
First goal, I can't remember.
So I'm saying, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like a lot of their goals
By mistakes.
were mistakes that we made. However, they all count.
Yeah.
So, like I said, from the waves of that, I tell you something. Marcel had a fucking good game today. I believe up top. Like he linked a lot of plays. He was doing a lot of flick-ons. The only difference was, if he got on the score sheet, we would have been screaming his name all day long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, 'cause even Winton had a good game today. He
Yeah,
was in a
Winton
lot
did.
of doggy.
Yeah.
He was in a- he was in-
Big up Cheesy. I'm excited about hitting the post. You're not gonna say nothing. Podcast, bro. Yeah.
Okay. Continue conversation. Okay, we'll step in.
Yeah, later, bro. What was you saying now?
No, but yeah, about Winton.
Yeah, Winton had a great game.
Yeah,
Like, he's
he-
doing a lot of work, man.
He covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, him and Dylan, though, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think like it's difficult when our defense keeps dropping back. Like it just creates a lot of space between the defenders and the midfield. And then by the time the midfielders drop back, there's a big space from the midfielders and the strikers.
Yeah.
So it's just mad difficult. And then the running that I saw Winton do, Dylan do.
But this is the thing, is that we've been in this situation before against the team that they played last week. I think it's Rapid Chimpton, right? Do you remember that game when it was raining?
Yeah.
Over Low Hall, and they kept on doing a long kick over. And I was playing at the back that day, and we had to drop back. We had to keep dropping back. But if the whole team, like Ben was saying, if the whole team's not willing to put in the work to get back and like hustle to get that ball back, then we're gonna lose eventually, because the team is just getting pulled, stretched apart because of the big kick. And I said it at half time, that everyone needs to drop back with it, you know what I mean? The wingers, the number 10, the striker can even drop back a bit as well. The striker should be the only one really that stays up.
Yeah.
But it was just one of them ones where we were getting stretched open. And then after time, it's just eventually they're gonna score and we're gonna start caving in.
Yeah. It's a bit difficult sometimes, man, because like, what was the score at half time? 1-0, isn't it?
1-0, yeah.
1-0, and we're still in it.
Yeah. Can remember Marcel had that last chance and he hit the post.
Oh yeah,
Game-
they
game
rattled it.
start,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know what? Their first 10 minutes, they hit the crossbar. Remember?
Yeah, that's when Flynn come off it for.
Yeah.
And they hit the crossbar and then Ben pulled off a save as well.
Yeah. Ben made a wicked save again.
But I think the game today was, from the first minute to the last, it was literally a tale of defenders are dropping, midfielders are pressing high because they want to win the ball back and just attack.
Yeah.
And where you've got that gap in the midfield, they were exploiting that the whole game.
Yeah.
And the substitution, the way that they were able to abuse the roll-on roll-off subs.
Yeah, that's what they did
is what
well,
was hurting
man.
us as well because they always had fresh legs.
Yeah, that was it. That they was rotating their players so much, and the thing is, they were going into their positions.
Yeah.
So everyone had allocated positions. Like no one was. If my man's a midfielder, he's coming off for a midfielder. You know what I'm trying to say? And another midfielder's coming in.
Yeah,
And-
but then they had a guy there, number 7, I noticed in the first half.
Yeah, Muse.
He was playing inside. And then when he came on in the second half, he was playing on the wing.
Is it?
Yeah. So that's something that they do. I don't want to ever try and do that because it's not part of our game. I think we need a team and everyone settle in their positions and do their jobs in it, not keep on rolling like it's just silly, man.
No, I
Like,
know.
we're-
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, but sorry, just to cut you off, like the for me, the game come down to two things: the long kicks that stretched us, and the forward players not dropping back, not doing enough work to get back. And then the other thing was the finishing. If we finished the chances that we had, it's a different game. We would have won. Our confidence would have been up. But where we missed chances and we wasn't scoring, we got frustrated and we lost confidence. So there was little simple passes that players and little touches where, like, our players can do that shit with their eyes closed, but because their confidence was so low from them scoring and us not finishing the chances, like, it just wasn't happening. And that's the two things that I put it down to. I don't blame the defence, I don't blame the midfield, it's just a combination of those two things.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally. I just feel like from this game we're going to learn a lot from. Big time. Characters. Remember, this is the first time like we actually pulled together, and it's the first time we've actually had a big loss without scoring. You know what I'm saying? So,
but we have been training without proper goals.
but I said that last week, and then you lot were saying, no, that's not the case. So now we're here and we're talking about that. Like, is in the reserve team, is finishing a problem, or is it just defending?
I would say it's the movement to get into the goal.
The build-up play.
Yeah. From the midfield to our wingers, the wingers and the forward, they don't have to move, like, they will make the same runs. So it's hard for the midfielders to find them. But finishing, it could be better. To be fair.
Alright, cool. Yeah. So yeah, maybe we'll see when we move over to Drapers now. 6:30, Wednesdays, Drapers Field.
So I'm going for that striker spot in my team.
Yeah, we're gonna be practicing a lot of shape and
different stuff.
and striking that ball in the neck to blood clot. Yeah, cool. So a lot of their goals after that, like second half, I felt like it was mad, just complacency, man. Like man, just their third goal, man was in the middle of the goal, bro.
Yeah. Another thing is as well, is that
Man just headed it in the middle of the goal. He was there by himself.
another thing is I think in our game there's I wish I would have said it at the end of the game to the players, is that when we put you in certain positions, we're putting you there because we see something in your qualities for you to play in that position. And the players kept on swapping around and moving around, and you're looking around and you're like, what the hell are you doing over there? Like, what's... And then they've amongst themselves swapped, and I think it's not what we asked them to do. Do you know what I mean?
It's weird because then I'm talking about what we normally say to them. Yeah, is like the top three rotate. Remember, we've always said that, innit? Yeah. So if one man goes there and so say if Tariq's moved into the left wing, Dylan comes in and whatever, innit? But then what you were saying is a lot of the time they stayed in that position for a long time.
This is what I'm saying, is that we need to, for me, I think that we need to stop doing that, because like I said before, I want the three midfielders, the number 10 and the defensive midfielder and the other midfielder, to pick up three of their players. So if you're chopping and changing as a number 10, is the other person that's coming in, are they going to pick up that player? Do they know who they're supposed to be marking?
Are you talking like the number 10 or the front three? Like chopping can change.
No, I'm talking the number 10 is swapping with the wingers.
Okay.
So at one point, Tariq was playing 10. He went out left, and Dylan was coming inside.
Okay.
And I said to him, like, what are you doing? And just,
Man City just allowed him to go.
I think in terms of a match situation, the only three players that should be allowed to rotate in the front three.
Yeah, that's what we
I was
normally
asking. That's what I was asking.
You're going to have your
your
dynamic forwards.
I'm talking the
So it's not the
wingers.
front four, it's the front three.
but the front four-
Anyone behind the front three should not be rotating unless they're told you by the management team. They're there for
I
a
agree
reason.
with that. I agree with that. So that's something that we need to deal with and push it down. So if you're hearing this and you play those roles, only the top three can change straight up from now. Oh, you have the same problems as well? They
I
just
think
don't change.
we should actually,
Change it up.
but to be fair, I don't think
something.
Oh yeah, sorry. To be fair, I don't think something happened.
Confidence.
And the confidence
To
go
do that.
different positions.
But you know what? I was saying this today. See, the reason why we started this podcast is for you to be able to express everything with no egos in place, for people to listen and to learn and grow from. You know what I'm trying to say? If man call out your name, it's not a dig. It's a learn from this thing and let's move on, innit? Yeah, straight up. So, what was you saying about short man? No, I'm joking.
with the game today, I think that we were creating chances, but we weren't creating the right chances for the striker.
Yeah.
You
Where he was collecting the ball was mad deep. It was never in the box.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There was times I see him come all the way back to centre back,
Yeah,
to literally clear the ball out of the box. And I think that gap between the midfield and defence was what killed us on a couple.
He's mad. Yeah.
But I think even like Ben highlighted it. He said the work rate weren't there. The players who come on, they won't put 110% in it.
Yeah.
But Ben even shouted that out. He goes, the player who's not come on, not putting 110% in it.
But you know what's mad about that? Yeah, you see shape. You don't have to put everything out if your shape is on point.
Yeah, but you know what it was? 'Cause we'd be on the counter attack, and then as soon as they get the ball, go wide. No one ain't chucking back.
Yeah, that was a big problem.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, but normally when we counter attack, we're burying the goal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it just wasn't happening. I'm not gonna lie, their best player today was their goalkeeper.
Yeah,
100%.
Like,
Without a doubt.
yeah, and he didn't even have to make any saves, but he was dominant. He was loud.
Yeah.
Man was screaming something. I don't know what he was saying, but no one would challenge it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing for me is what I highlighted to you at half time was that when we did have a corner, everyone's kind of just doing their own thing, going to attack the ball. If you're going to attack the ball, overload it at one point. Overload the front post, overload the back post, because that keeper's going to come out and collect it. If there's 2-3 players there that are going to be attacking the ball, the keeper's not going to be able to get to it. And even like when we were attacking the corner, one of the players on the keeper, stop him from jumping and trying to collect it.
Practice.
Yeah, we should. We're gonna develop it. Like we're developing a lot of stuff in training now.
But when it comes to us attacking against them, right? So imagine they've just stretched us, yeah.
Yeah.
They've stretched us with a big kick. The defence has dropped back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the defence has got the ball, right? If our wingers ain't dropping back, yeah, the wingers, like there was one point where Eman had to take a goal kick for Ben because Ben had that groin injury. Yeah. Eman took the goal kick, then he had to sprint out of the box to get to his right back position, and he had to start defending straight away. Now, for me, Deshane should have been dropping back to cover for him. But I understand Deshane's thinking that, you know, if you need goals, you need to be up the pitch.
Yeah.
But no, we need to win the ball back as a team, and as a team attack.
Yeah.
Because there's no point you trying to attack just further up the
always starts
pitch.
from defence.
Yeah.
So you
Player,
have got
we've got
to
players
have the
that are more
ball
than
to
capable.
attack. So if you're in that right position defence, if you're one of your players taking the goal kick, someone's got to fill in to his position until he gets out of the box and fills back in. Then you've got to work forward. You can't just stay out the pitch. Otherwise, it's going to come straight back, and they're going to use that where he's not in position to attack.
That's one thing that does frustrate me is when we see teams playing 4-3-3, and especially at amateur level, is the wingers feel like that they're strikers and they don't have to drop back. They just have to sit up there, wait for the ball to come to them, and then they activate and start moving.
Yeah, it's true.
But that's not the case. When you're defending, essentially the wingers are then your left mid and your right mid. They're dropping in.
Dropping as 5 and
You're leaving the striker up top.
But you know what's mad about that though? I don't think we get that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Deshane gets a lot of goals because he doesn't track back as much as Dylan does. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Would you disagree, or would you say?
Yeah. 'Cause at one point, Dylan's there and Deshane's there. So
Yeah.
It's always
So-
like a line kind of thing because if Deshane goes, Dylan's there. If you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah. So what does that happen when if Dylan goes? Does Deshane drop back, or does that happen?
No.
But that's what I'm trying to say. So there's two different kind of lines on one side, kind of thing. Does that make sense? So we need to kind of pump that into everybody, kind of thing.
Yeah, but that's why I tried to say at half time.
Yeah.
I got like on the board and I said, look, when they're going long, we need to all drop back. It's simple. It's simple.
Like I said, now
We didn't do it.
Yeah, now that's what I'm trying to say. Now we need to learn and understand that we need to start pointing fingers and just saying things, and then the big thing that you've been saying, Tel, is you're accountable for something. So you give them a role, and if they're not if they mess up or that person's done whatever, then that's it. Because we do it in training all the time. If your man scores, how many push-ups? 10. Straight away. Get me? I had Chase doing 50 the other day.
Chase played well today.
Did he?
Yeah.
Big up Chase. Man like Chase.
So you got man of the match.
Yeah, so I'm going to go around the table.
I'll go.
I'm gonna go around the table quickly, and I'm gonna get you two to pick the man of the match for the reserves. That's Ed and Emmanuel, and then us lot, who pick a man of the match from there. So I'm gonna do these two first. So for the reserves, who's your man of the match? You're gonna vote for yourself. You're not allowed.
I don't even think I'll vote for myself. To be honest.
Okay.
I think it'll probably be.
Foster and Terrell, between them. What would you pick? Ty. Okay.
Where did Ty play?
Centre mid, yeah? So in centre mid it was Terrell, Ty, and Q.
Yeah, then Terrell went left mid. Kill went centre.
Okay. Kill was lazy though, innit?
Yeah. Didn't want to put in the work today.
You didn't want to put no work in?
From the
Lazy.
start, bro. I'm telling him, I'm asking him, are you alright? He said, yeah. Then Hardy tried to do the warm up, and he was just being lazy. He was
You know who reminds me of?
Sounds like someone else.
Tariq! That's it, so in the family, boy. I need to change that up from now. Oh, look who it is.
Mr. Lazy.
Man said you weren't chips.
Alright, cool. So who are you picking? Go on, quick. Ty? Ty. So Ty, you got Deliveroo man of the match. For us,
Because that sets us up for the game.
Yeah, but who costed him for that goal?
alright, so Ty got it. So Lacey, who's your man of the match for the first team?
So Marcel.
Marcel, striker.
I mean, he didn't. If you look at the game, he didn't really put anything wrong. He
Yeah.
put himself about. He did what he had to do, and he was also trying to help out the defence as well.
Yeah.
Trying to start them. So I mean, you can't ask for more from the striker.
For real. Mars. So Mars for Ben Lacey. Terry?
Yeah, Marcel played really well. Did play really well. I agree with everything Ben's saying. My only thing was that, you said you can't ask for any more. You can, and that's a goal. That's a goal. And
Getting the right service.
yeah, he didn't get a lot of service,
the
but
problem.
yeah, that finish. I think he could have been a bit more direct, and I think he knows that himself.
Because he knows, man. He's hit the
Yeah.
post twice in 2
He's
games.
hit the post
man.
twice, yeah, but he's getting there, innit? It's just about getting the games and getting the goals. But I'm gonna go with Winton.
Yeah.
I thought Winton just was an engine in there. He didn't stop running, and I know how hard it was for him in there at a long period. I was a centre midfielder. I know what it's like, especially when a team's playing long balls.
Yeah. Misses you, innit? But he
Misses
was
you.
running
You're
up
doing doggies.
Yeah.
It's difficult, man. And I regret actually putting him outside on the wing in the
Yeah,
last.
well, blame me. You can tell me. You can say what it is.
Yeah,
Talk it up, man.
no, because I know you were saying like to swap and bring Dylan inside, and I understand Dylan can play inside. I've seen him do it, but when I looked at him, I was like, Dylan's tired.
Yeah. I just want to say is if Dylan's attacking, defending on that wing, and a lot of times, all of the balls being played out to him, he has to run on there. Like,
Bro, right, I understand.
and I'm
fully.
saying
I'm not-
by the time that we're expecting him to
Yeah,
come in
he's
and do
fucked.
that, he's fucked.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Blurring.
There's nothing to do with Dylan's ability or fitness or anything.
Yeah.
It's just that I knew he was at that time. He was fucked.
Yeah.
And then to put him inside when Winton can run all game.
Yeah, but the reason what I was thinking is we needed someone to go and collect. Like Winton was doing a lot of doggying, so attacking,
but there's no one
defending,
collecting.
but no one's collecting the ball from the defence and then moving it to the next final third. You know what I'm trying to say? So that was my only thinking behind that. But used to a management, fucking tell me to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I will next time.
Yeah, please do, because boy, it's not my show. Yeah, so you go for Winton, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Jav?
Yeah, Winton.
Winton, yeah?
Yeah, because he covered a lot of ground and he just was eager to just try and make a goal
he did.
happen. Something happens. The spark of Winton, he wanted the spark to start. But it wasn't happening, innit?
And I don't want to say that he had no support in there. Anyway, so Ellie fucked up everything. Where was he? Winton.
Yeah, Winton. Yeah, a couple of grand. Like, obviously, he just wanted it to tick over. And make something set off. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that there was no one supporting Winton inside, but with those legs, we still need another little creative spark in the middle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say. And if that happened, if we had that, like, it would have. I think we'd have just buried it. I don't know. I think if we would have scored one of the goals, then we could have got a whole different vibe in it. Like, everyone's attitude would have stepped up. Any more? So, my one, Winton as well. So Winton's our delivery man of the match. Yeah, well done, Winton. Well done, Ty. Wicked. So, donkey of the day. Anyone? Would you give it to me? Having a strop? No. Donkey of the day for the reserve?
I'll give it to myself, man. Dropping in the ditch.
You dropped?
Yeah, he dropped. Well,
And he kicked me twice.
What? You dropped in the ditch? What?
He dropped in the ditch.
What?
He dropped in the ditch.
What when I was on the other side?
Yeah, when you sit down.
He was on the side, warming up.
No, he went
I
over.
went, I went warming up,
Because when I
remember?
passed back over, he was still coming over. He dropped in the ditch, just rolling around like a... He kicked me twice for no reason, because he fell over.
So what, Jamal, you dropped in front of everyone, yeah?
You got to have that. You got to take that.
Yeah.
Donkey of the day for the whole club.
Yeah. No, not whole club. First team.
Anyone for that? I saw you said short man earlier.
He said he's got donkey of the age.
What happened then?
You said short man don't know how to position himself in the field. Was he offside?
No one passed to him to be offside. Couldn't pass to him.
Well, you couldn't pass him anyway because he surrounded himself.
With the players. He was just standing behind the players.
Bruv, I'll tell you something. Short man's sick in like 5-a-side, you know.
I can imagine. No, we don't have a donkey today.
No donkey of the day. How did Alfie do?
They're right.
Chase? Well? What about Troy? First game back? Solid, normal.
Still got
Up and down and all
problem.
that. Still got a problem.
Yeah.
He came off?
Yeah, last game.
I thought it was offside.
That's what they said, it was offside, the last goal.
Is it?
It's just nothing, just right over the defenders.
They're the guy with a long throw.
Alfie came out, and somehow it just nothing.
there's
They
some
said it was
players.
offside.
There's some players in the reserve team that are trying
Ready
to.
to come up now, innit?
Yeah, they're trying to ting still.
Peace, Gaffer Green. Big up the missus, innit? You going over? Where you going? Dinner? Date night? Huh? Date night, Gaffer?
Just had a 2-week date. Man. How much more do you want, man?
Yeah, so...
Guys knocking at the door still.
Yeah, there's guys, yeah? So, reserve team, first team. It's time, boy. We might have to change up a few things, you know? Because there's some guys knocking on the door.
Marcelo had a good game as well.
Marcelo,
Marcelo had a right game.
so,
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we deserve to lose that. It was so annoying because we didn't deserve to lose that game.
It was like second half. It was good, but I think it was a lot of the same problems you had.
Yeah, like from
Would be so far wide from each other.
from the midfield to the forwards too far apart, and the forwards just running off, not coming to get the ball. So when the midfield are picking up the ball from the centre backs or the full backs, they can't find anyone. It's just hard for them. They can't just dribble through the whole team.
A lot of missed chances.
Yeah, as well.
I mean, I think for the first team and the reserve, I think you shouldn't look at, we lost the game, but it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
It's like you're going to, over the next few weeks, you're going to start figuring out who's best in the position, what they're best at doing, and then,
you know what's mad? It's only his second game in. Like, we've got enough games in front of us. Like, we're cool. Like, you see this? I'd rather learn a lesson from now rather than later on in the season. You know what I'm trying to say? I know when we play them again, we're not losing. I know that. I can put money. I'll put money on that Ross hole. You get me? Like, you see Dagenham United reserves? They're happy. Do you know why they're happy? Because you beat them in pre-season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? They're gassed now. But don't worry, it's all part of it. It's all part of the motion. And the thing what's mad about this club is that the fact that we put 2 teams out. That is more successful than anything. You get me? In 4 years. Like, how you like them apples? Anyway, Big up our sponsors, LB Creative Group, Lab 24, Mortgage Advice Bureau, Telstar Fitness, Deliveroo, Puma Wear, who else is there? And if you know, you know, Clothing, Diverse Voices,
Said that.
Limor Garden Sportswear. Big up the cameraman. Tell me your details, quick.
Axe, bro. Just Axe, man.
How do you spell it, bro? Wicked. Badman photographer. Look at our stuff. All of his stuff's going to be on the website soon. If you need anything personal, one-to-one fitness training, call Telstar. All the information's on the website too. If you need a top one-to-one bouncer, man, bodyguard type of man, look up Ed, aka Get Them Sugar, aka Panani Eater.
Bro. You're taking on the side, you know, bro.
Big up Dylan inside. Hey, you want to say anything, though?
Hey, Dylan's goal from last week is now
Out. Oh yeah,
Out.
we never promoted that.
bruv, let's promote it.
Alright, Limor TV is out. Watch it. I promise you. Dylan's goal from last week is probably the best goal you're gonna see this whole season. I swear down. Yeah, watch it. It's on our website. On our website and on our YouTube. Limor TV, Limor Gardens FC. Big up everyone. Thank you for everyone who's taking part. Big up Ben Lacey inside. Big up Telstar Fitness. Big up Ed. Big up Ellie. Hey, if anyone wants her number, it's 079. Peace.